Yep.
No. Well, that's another thing I've learned. It's my first time ever using a metalworking lathe. Got myself a nice point with the help of John. And it's nice to work on a nice beast as well, this Harrison.
Yep, I can see you getting right used to these toys in here.
Yeah, I like them, man. I like them.
Yep. Hold it. Get your job vertical. Yeah. Ooh, don't go to, you'll mark it.
I've just changed the blades round. I bought some new blades, but I realised there was a nice blunt, nice sharp side on the other side. You can flip the blades over. So I've just flipped them over and it's given me a beautiful cut. Watch. This is when this slick, I just bought this slick for this job. This is when the slick comes in handy. The plane is, this is just over 7 inches wide and my planer is 7 inch. So wherever I go, I'm always left with a little bit which is uncut. So just go over it with this. There you go, it's nice and flat. These are obviously low spots, that's why they didn't catch, but cut this length 4 centimeters too short because yeah, because I do these things. Anyway, basically, instead of having a 4-inch wide tenon, I decided to have a 2-inch by a 4-inch. It's gone a bit more than 2-inch because this is the full width of the chain mortiser, so I couldn't get it any narrower than this, so it'll have to do. To be honest, I think these 4 inches are a bit big. I blew out the end of one of them. You could see here, 1 second. So these 4 inches, I think they're way too big. I should have gone with like a 3-inch. Anyway, this is one of them, the end popped off. Which is actually fine because the tenon's going in there. This is coming this way, but there's another timber going that way across, so that's going to hold it together, and there's a pin. So I'm not worried about this, but it's annoying. Like I can get it back on, but because it's end grain and it's air dried out, these ends are very fragile. See, there's little checks in them everywhere. This one here, you don't see as many checks because I've cut a full piece off. But as you can see on all the others, quite big cracks in them. Like that, it's got big cracks. If I put too much pressure on that, that would blow out. So it's just one of them things. Just made a bit of a mistake. Quite a grave mistake. This brace pocket, which is on the hole, is towards that side, and this is the top beam where it's going to go into. The hole is towards the bottom side, so you can see here the tenon here, which is towards the bottom. If this is flipped down, the tenon would be going in here, not in there. So I'm gonna have to make myself a new brace, which is fine. I've got loads of material. I'm just gonna take this, I'm gonna go home, make myself a new brace. Good morning, back again. I've got this, this is a 3 meter long piece. Got a bit of a complicated joint going on here. It's a half lap, but it's got a bit of an angle on it, and it's going to have a tenon coming through a bit off-centered. So basically, I've got this. I've got that picture on the wall, but it's not very precise. I would use a computer, but my computer's at home, so this is the whole build. So if I could zoom in onto this joint here, I'm not sure if you can see it properly. but it's in half lap and it's on the corner. It's on that corner there, so it just makes it a bit complicated. See, because I'm cutting a half lap, but I'm leaving a little bit at the bottom there, so that it's not on show. I don't know, it's hard for me to explain, but I'm going to cut this now. Basically, instead of cutting that whole bottom piece off, I'm leaving on this little bit of a triangle, so that when the other piece comes down there, the other beam is coming down there, I'm not left with this open part there. So I'm going to do that now. Okay, so there you have it. I'm gonna have a it's like a 1.5 inch square tenon. It's just a square that's gonna come through here, just to link both pieces together, because I'm gonna have another piece coming down here. I'm gonna cut the other piece now, which goes along here, and I'll show you why I've cut it like this. You see, that's the corner. This is a 7-inch beam. Now, if I just cut that in half to make a half lap, I'd be left with this big open piece here. I'd be left with that, so that's why I left that in there, so that when this is all the way in, there won't be any open gaps anywhere. So this is just an example piece. I'm going to get I'm now okay, so this beam is done. I'm going to put that away. So I've done a fair bit of stuff here. This one I need to change. I just need to change the brace on this, and then this piece is done. At the moment, I've done all my upright posts. I've done that top beam. That top beam, I just need a new brace. I've done that top beam, and I've now done that top beam. This beam there, I'm waiting to be delivered. So what I have left is that beam and that beam. That will be what I'm waiting for to be delivered. So I could pretty much get, over the next few days, I'll definitely try and get these next two top bits done. So I've just now cut this piece here. The adjoining piece, which is that, it's not a 45 degree, it's like a 30 odd degree. But that beam there, I'm still waiting to be delivered, so I'm just gonna finish off this adjoining piece here. We've got this long piece. I know they all look the same, but it's this long piece all the way down there. I'm gonna have a splice in it down there, but for now I'm cutting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 joints that. So I'm gonna do that and then do as much as I can, and I'm gonna leave the splicing to last. For now I've got one brace pocket. I've got a 4-inch tenon there with a bit of a half lap, so I need to cut that bit out. Got another brace pocket there. Got a 1.5-inch wide tenon going in there and a brace over here. I've got a 4-inch tenon going into here, but I'm not going to cut that pocket out now. What I'm going to do is, once I've finished all this, I'm going to clear up some space here, and the end piece which goes on here, I'm going to dry fit it, and I'm going to cut them. I'm going to cut the whole together at the same time, so I know they get them bang on. That piece with the complicated joint is the other side. I'm going to stick on there. So for now, I'm just going to cut the pockets. So I've got this tie beam, you might call it, this top beam here. Besides for the where I'm going to splice two timbers together, I've got the brace. I've got a half cut, a half lap cut with a 4-inch hole in the middle. Another brace pocket. This is a 1.5-inch tenon. Another brace, and this is the last half lap. Instead of doing a 4-inch, I've done it 3-inch because one of the other ones blew off because I think it might have just been a bit too little meat. So I've done that. I'm just shortening them down. I'm just going to move it out of the way now and get those two fittings. I'm going to dry fit those and test those out, make sure those are all right, and then I can stick them out the way and I can get back to this big one. The reason I didn't do it until now was I had to get a different brace made, which I've just not had the chance. But basically, you can see the tenon. See how I've done this on this piece. You got the tenon at the bottom, and on this side you got the tenon at the top. You see what I mean? Just because I cut one of the pockets on the wrong side, which is easy fixable, just change the brace instead of changing the whole post. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and fit that now, then I can get all that out of the way, and then I can get back to this. Oh, that's square. That's square, and that feels good. I did have a few problems before. This pocket here was a bit too short, so I couldn't square this up. It just wasn't square enough. Oy, oy, oy. Anyway, it's sorted. So now I can put this away and work on the last little vent, which is the back part. Tiny little back part. This part here. So now I've done that one, I've done that one, I've done that one, and now I need to do just this one here. So I had this long 3.2 meter piece which was meant to come today, but instead it's coming tomorrow, which is that piece there. So as soon as that comes, it'll be cracking on. I wish I could stand these up. Well, I probably could. The problem is the room is only 2.8 meters high. This is just over 2 meters high, but the problem is my crane. Oh, no, I don't want to do it. They ain't get it up there, I won't be able to get it down. Anyway, it'll be fine. I'm going to do most of the dry fittings. For example, at the moment now, I've finished all all the uprights and the middle pieces, which are the top beams. These. I think when I put this long piece on here and that long piece on there, I'm gonna have to do that on site because I just don't physically have the space here. I was thinking of doing it outside in the car park here, but then by the time I've schlepped out all the beams out of here into the car park, dry fit them, got them working. I'm working outside anyway, I might as well just do it outside on site. So once I've finished it, instead of taking it apart, I could just do it as I build it. So okay, that's I think that's the end of this part. Hopefully in the next part I'll finish everything up and we're gonna take it over to the site. I still need to do all the bottom pieces. I'm still debating whether to do them here or on site, but by then I would have figured it out, hopefully. Alright, cheers, thanks for watching. If you've had any questions on the build or any criticism, I do accept constructive criticism. You can write the message and write it in the comments below and I will get back to you. And yeah, we'll speak. God bless. Cheers, thanks for watching.